Fans, good afternoon, football lovers. Welcome to Sunday edition with John Vansuco. I am the voice on the street, and this is Vansuco on the Street Football Show. On the menu today, we'll be serving you match previews and reviews, most especially matches that went down yesterday in Europe. And don't forget, MPFL continues. MPFL match day 14, where we see Plateau United still sits on top of the log table with 27 points, and Rivers on the second with 26 points. MFM still sits at the bottom of the log table with 11 points. But before then, I won't be doing this all alone. I've got by my side some very, very important personality, sports guru in person of Bolaji Bey. Yeah, what's up now?
I'm fine, good afternoon.
Welcome to the show once again.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
You made your debut yesterday and you scored that trick.
Yeah,
What a nice one.
It was fun being here talking of what we know how to talk about in terms of the sport. It's really amazing to be here again to make my second debut.
It's always a good thing doing what you know how to do best, and always constant on this show. You know him well, a Barcelona fan to the core, in person of Olokode Yusuf. YS. Yeah, what's up now?
I'm fine.
You're smiling.
Happy now. We have to smile.
Barca is playing today now.
Yeah, let's see what will happen.
Let's see what will happen. Let's start with the home front. Plateau United still sits on top of the log table. What can you say about that?
I think there is still a long way to go because, like you said, I think this is their fourth week of the tournament.
14, yes.
So there is still a way to go because looking at the point that is between the fourth position and fourth position, once you lose or you draw, you can meet yourself in the fifth position. So there is still a way for anybody to be at the top of the league.
Yeah. Do you believe that this table, according to this table right now, the league is between Plateau, Rivers, Remo, and Enyimba?
Yeah, like my counterpart said, it's still a long way to go. There's still a long way to go. We still have more matches to play. So anybody that loses any match can meet himself in fifth position. So and the impact they are in this position, I think.
Sixth position, yes.
The point difference is not too much, so they can catch up anytime.
They can catch up at any time. Match day 14, battle of the relegation. Castina against Atlanta Wiri. Your take?
Castina will try to move away from the relegation zone. They are trying to win points. So since they are playing at home, they will try to gain a point or get the all 3 points.
To get all the 3 points. Away from the home front, let's go to matches that went down yesterday in Europe. Let me start with Bale. Manchester City against Tottenham. You said something about Tottenham yesterday, about Antonio Conte complaining about players that went on loan like that, and he brought in 2 players. And at the end of the day, they defeated the reigning champion, Man City, yesterday.
I think if you have the caliber of Conte in your team as a coach, is going to attract a good player like Vansuco and
Kulusevski, yeah.
So it was a very different game yesterday because on paper we see Manchester City that is going to beat Tottenham, but this is a Premiership, anything can happen. And like I said, the pressure is going to be on Manchester City, which happened to be on them yesterday again. Because if Tottenham lose yesterday, it's going to be Conte's 4th lose game in a row. And again, yesterday another thing happened. Conte is the 4th manager that will beat Pep Guardiola both home and away. So beating Guardiola yesterday, the league is open now.
Oh, the league is open now. I think they create another avenue for Liverpool to catch up with them. Liverpool against Norwich. What can you say about that one?
Yeah.
Did you see Luis Diaz yesterday? How can you rate him?
Yeah, I think he had a good match. It wasn't poor. It wasn't not that bad. And he had a goal.
Yeah, he got his first goal.
Yeah, so it was a good one for him. And Liverpool yesterday, they almost gave people scared because the first half it was a goalless draw, and the second half they considered first before they later reacted and they scored 3 goals, and it was a straight win for them.
It was a straight win for them. Arsenal against Brentford.
Arsenal, to me, like I said yesterday, Arsenal is going to overcome Brentford because of the calibers of players that Arsenal possess, and because of the way they play game now is different from the other their previous manager. When they lose the ball, they see it, but now when they lose the ball, they press immediately. They win the ball, they push the ball forward immediately. So that's the difference between Arsenal of then and Arsenal of now. So I see what I saw yesterday is what I I believe that is going to happen. Even though if they play it 10 times, Arsenal is still going to overcome Brentford, because Brentford, we have not been seeing what we have been seeing in the first season of the game. We have not been seeing that kind of thing again for them. It's not easy because of the intensity of Premiership.
Okay. Joseph, for you, do you see Arsenal making the top 4 this season?
Yeah, they are close by, and if they continue the way they are playing right now, and they can play well and try not to concede goals, and they can defeat teams, average teams, and teams below the table, they can be in the top 4.
They can be in the top 4. And don't also forget, Chelsea defeated Crystal Palace by a goal to nil. Despite the fact that maybe they have some fatigue, despite all, they still managed to win Crystal Palace yesterday. Courtesy a goal from Hakim Ziyech. I think he scored first, they disallowed it. Before he later scored the second one. Okay, what a great match and what a good one for Chelsea FC. Away from the EPL, let's do some matches that went down in La Liga yesterday, where we saw Joao Felix with a good match yesterday. He played beautifully well. How much can you rate Joao Felix this season? I think this is the 3rd goal.
Yeah,
this season.
The show we have yesterday, I made mention of Joao Felix, that if Atletico can attract that kind of a player, but we have not been seeing what Atletico put money on when they bought him. But yesterday it was another Joao Felix. But this is kind of thing that I see that Joao Felix can produce. But it just depends about the consistency. The consistency is the key. Once he can be a consistency, I see him in a top club that is going to play for them. A club like Manchester City, a club like Madrid is going to attract Joao Felix because of his quality.
Because of his quality, he came in over 100 million euros to Atletico Madrid. Joao Felix had a good match yesterday. And Real Madrid against Alaves, we all saw it coming.
Yeah, we all saw it coming. Real Madrid, they had to win yesterday because Sevilla was gaining. They were close to them.
Close to them.
It was a good one for them. The fun thing, they played yesterday,
Yes.
and they all scored. Vinicius, Benzema, and Asensio. They all scored. It was a good game for them.
I think they had a good time yesterday, despite losing during the week to PSG. Now, away from the Spanish La Liga, let's do what is really happening. PSG lost to Nantes. Moses Simon with that assist. What a good assist. What happened? Neymar. We also saw Messi. He missed a penalty during the week. Now, Neymar did the same thing yesterday. He also missed another penalty. Do you think it's an avenue for them to give Mbappe chance to be able to step in as a penalty taker?
To me, nobody in the front three that cannot miss a penalty, and nobody in the front three that cannot score a penalty. I'm talking about Neymar, Mbappe, and also Messi. If you look at their goal rating in terms of penalty convert is awesome. So being Neymar lose a penalty, Messi lose a penalty it's part of this game of football. But the only thing that I have a problem is when PSG lose the match, people start to complain. But I want to tell you guys that this is the second lose of the season for PSG. But people have not been seeing that kind of a very good start from them because of the caliber of player they possess.
Because of the caliber of players they possess. But losing to Nantes, what can you say about that? They didn't lose to a team like Lyon, they didn't lose to a team like Marseille, the big guns in the league. But Nantes,
it's a game of football. It tends to happen. It's going to happen. Either Marseille, Lyon, Lens, or Nantes. It's going to happen. It's a league game. We have many games. They are going to lose game eventually, even with the caliber of players that they have. It's going to happen, and it happened yesterday. And we have to give it to Nantes too. They were superb. They were excellent.
they were superb yesterday. Away from match reviews, now to the upcoming matches that is coming up today. Leeds against Manchester United.
It's not going to be an easy one for Manchester United since they are playing away from home. And you know what they have been doing this season? They concede goals and they scored too. But let's hope they've lifted the cause of joint games and non-games since they won their last match. So let's see what will happen. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
And we had the news coming up now that about the captaincy. Cristiano Ronaldo wants to be the captain. Harry Maguire, he doesn't want to leave the captain. Do you think this will affect their game today?
I don't think it should affect their game because they are all professionals. They know what they want. They know what they want. They know they have to win because they are also fighting for the top 4. So they know they have to win games to be able to be in that position. So I don't think it should be a problem for them.
Okay, it should not be a problem for them. Manchester United to take this one away from the EPL. Let's go to Spanish La Liga, where we see Valencia against almighty Barcelona. What can you say about that, babe?
That is going to be a nice game that is going to attract a lot of intensity in terms of the both parties. But looking at the form of Valencia also is that not being convincing no this season. They are kind of being inconsistent in terms of the way they play. But ever since Barcelona have gotten Xavi, I think in that kind of appointing Xavi, they got it right in that aspect because looking at what Xavi have done for Barcelona in this short period of time, it is a awesome. I'm looking at the what Barcelona the first 5 minutes going to judge the game, the way Barcelona react when they are in possession of the ball. Are they going to be passing the ball to the back or are they going to be progressive? Now, if that happens, that in terms of they are going to be progressive, so I see Barcelona dominate the game. I see Barcelona winning the game.
You see Barcelona winning the game. Now, to the Barcelona fan, Valencia against Barcelona.
Yeah, I'm going to give this Barcelona any day because right now they are playing some beautiful football, even if they are not scoring much goals. But what I just feel is they have to improve their goal scoring ability. They tend to create chances, but they don't score them. So they have to score them to win games. That's the issue I see.
Despite the fact that you have Ferran Torres, Aubameyang, Memphis Depay, mention them, you have a lot of good strikers.
Yeah, they lose goals. They don't score goals.
They don't score goals. Do you need another striker?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so. Now, away from the Spanish La Liga, let's do a little bit of Syria. Inter Milan against Sassuolo. Your take, quick one.
Inter Milan right now, they can win today. They are going on top of the league table back, and they know they have to win because AC Milan dropped points yesterday. So, and the race now is very tight with Napoli, AC, and Inter. So they know if they win today, they are going to be on top of the league.
If they win today, they are going to be on top of the league. This is where we'll be hanging our boot today on Vansuco on the Street Football Show, Sunday edition. We have a birthday shout out to one of our good friends, sister in person of Damilola Ashibiaro. Any prayer?
Yeah, I want to say happy birthday to you, Damilola. Long life and prosperity.
And from you, Bill?
Same here, I want to say happy birthday, Damilola. Wish you a long life and prosperity.
Many happy returns. Still, your boy, John Vansuco.
Yeah, Balaji Bill on the show.
And
Yusuf.
thanks for coming. See you guys later.